But
Check 1 2 1 2. Check 1 2 1 2.
it came out that a couple of these senators, Dianne Feinstein, whatever, some other guy, I don't know, Republicans and Democrats, shorted the market back in January, right? Well, this thing didn't really hit the U.S. till like February. So, and then all these CEOs were leaving their jobs. Disneyland CEO checked out. Bill Gates checked out, got off the board. Who's the Amazon guy? He sold a bunch of his stock right before this all came out. And then you get the average American who's like scared because 1,800 people have died. And all these people, these rich people, they own the media. They own all these stations, whether it's Fox News, CNN, whatever. It's like a Hegelian dialectic. It's problem, reaction, solution. You create the problem to give you the solution that you want, and you get the reaction in the middle. It's and here's the thing I want. You know, if it's really this bad, I want to see some fucking dead bodies. Don't you? Don't you want to see at least a couple? A couple people like struggling to breathe. Something. Give me something. So I'll believe you. It's like every time they go to this on the news, it's like they're showing you pictures of people in these big containment suits with, and they got these syringe things with like 10 little syringes, and they're always like moving them into other little vials and then stacking them up. The fuck is that? It's such bullshit. And then there's the one picture of the one guy has a thermometer. He's like putting it to the lady's head. It's like a sideways thing. Like he's shooting her. Here's the deal. Is the United States corporation, which is really just a veterinarian taking care of the herd,
As the TV chef Emeril used to say when he wanted to kick several years, it was on the Australian real estate bubble. And since it's already popping, I'm just cutting that from the book, and I'll release it as a video.
All right, we are live. Hope everyone's feeling well. Hope everyone's doing good today. Just checking in, seeing what's going on with the markets. And we are live. Bitcoin bouncing back hard from that 58.46 low. I thought it was forming a double top here, and I had a 4,500 target. Now, it's still possibly in the cards, but we do see now Got no real divergences. Everything going well. Look at the big market. JNUG 482 holding a 5% gain. The Dow only up 100 points. Looks like it'll get bad for the Dow. I would be getting into the SPXU short now. That's my idea because kind of had this. We still have hidden bullish divergence, meaning this should keep going up. We do have a doji candle, though, a hidden star doji candle there, which shows indifference and also usually represents the reversal of a pattern. See, couldn't keep going down, had to get bought up. Didn't want to get bought up, got bought down. But as you can see, the down is longer than the buy up. So the more power is down here, that tells me that we are going to go back up. This would be a perfect time to get in to these pro shares, SPXU right now. Nice short ending on the histogram. This should curve up. Right when this turns pinkish is really where I like to get in. And I keep seeing the hidden bullish divergence. And if you don't know what that is we could take the eye off here. But if we take this low and we draw a line, it's a lower low on the RSI. But if we take this low and we draw a line to the same point, it's a higher line. So when this is basically has a sloping up and this has a sloping down, we call that divergence, meaning there's something different between the two. And that's why we're going to see a move up. I'm pretty sure that will happen and that will occur. So just a regular day, kind of flat for a Monday, right? Not a lot going on. The Dow holding, told you the Dow has to get a below. The Dow Jones has to get up to this. It had to break 21.8, right? Which now it went through but went back down. And I'll show you why it had to break that, because it was heavy resistance here, but came back up, became support here, and now it's support again. But we broke through, showed a little bit of support with that wick up, and what I mean is right here, see this wick up, and then we broke up through, broke back down. So now we're having that fight again with this area. If we can't break through this area, we're going back down. It's just only a matter. And look, we're almost done with this, meaning this could go a few more, and then this is going to turn. RSI is still low, but not good. Could go down again. So just something to think. Yeah, so it says gold price, U.S. dollar sinks, gold prices, Wall Street soar on stimulus, bottom found. I really don't think so. I think they're just pumping these articles to try to get people kind of sucked back in. I don't think we bottomed, not even close, but I could be wrong. The Haven-linked U.S. dollar tumbled this past week, averaging its sharpest decline against a basket of major counterparts since at least 1986. This is as Wall Street bounced, with the Dow Jones and S&P rallying the most over 5 days since 1974 and 2009, respectively. Anti-fiat gold prices also climbed. Now, you have to remember, when they say that it's surging and this and that, they printed so much money. So it's kind of, let's take it like this. You're in the ocean and there's 1 to 2 foot waves. That kind of represents the volatility, like the ups and downs of the waves. Now, when there's only 1 to 2 foot waves, a wave can only kind of go up and go down. Now, if you think of the more water they have is the more money they printed, right? So if you print so much more water, now like the ice caps melt, now all of a sudden there's way more water. Now when the waves go up and down, they're going up 6 to 8 feet because there's just more water. Similar what's happening right now. There's more money in the system. So of course the volatility is going to go up and down. So of course they're going to look like, oh, it had its biggest rally in 5 days since 19, because of course there's more liquidity. It goes hand in hand with how much money they're printing, right? So that's all. Yeah. Just something to think about, right? Gold holding that 1620. And if you want to buy gold today, look, if you want to buy, let's just say like I buy bar gold, like the usual, only $100 more. But if I add to cart and I order it and you continue, critical blood shortage. What does that mean? Your blood is gold. Help address a severe blood shortage together. With the coronavirus pandemic and its effects have grown here in the United States, it is current situation for the blood supply now faces a severe blood shortage to unprecedented number of blood drive cancellations in response. Since the onset pandemic, 4,000 blood drives have been canceled. The Red Cross supplies over 40% of blood to the U.S. The shortage could impact patients who need surgery, victims of car accidents and other emergencies, or patients suffering from cancer. Oof. Schedule an appointment today. Who wants to go and give? I mean, I do. I think it's a good idea, but it's kind of also scary. Like, You want to go give blood right now? I don't know. It's just weird. So shipment date, June 25th, 2020 is when this will ship. So you will wait a long time to get this gold bar. Pretty interesting, right? The price may change by then. You won't even be able to get to sell. You better be in for the long haul. So look, we have April, May, June. So 3 months till you get this gold bar. That's insane, right? And who knows if that even occurs, right? Let's see if you can get the coin any earlier. Like the coin too. Very interesting. Let's look at Shift Gold. Is he doing the same thing? This is pretty strange. Due to extreme order, we are experiencing extended shipping times. We are temporarily increasing order minimum till the market normalizes. 15 ounces of gold or 500 ounces of silver. Wow. Wow. So even there, like, if you want to buy gold, platinum and palladium, they're going up as well. So he's saying you have to buy lowest wholesale prices called large bulk prices, minimum $250,000 in gold. Wow. Yeah, see, buying I don't buy numismatic coins as well, because it's like at the end of the day, I just want the gold. I don't care. And I think when things get crazy, people aren't going to care that much. Hey, this is a special, blah, blah, blah. Nah, not going to happen. So they have gold at 1630. I have gold at 1621. I'm not sure exactly what's going on. Let's check the gold price. Goldprice.org. See what's going on with the gold price. 1621, yeah. Flat on there. So I don't know where Shift's getting this 1631. But yeah. Now the gold silver ratio, that could go up to 150. That's the highest it's ever been. So that's something you need to realize. And when it comes back pretty hard. So it's something you want to realize too. Like silver is probably the best buy right now that you can make. Let's see if the silver ships the same, because what you can do is sell the silver and buy a gold, right? So what if I wanted to get 100 ounce bar silver, a couple, let's say I got 10 ounce bars. Hopefully the silver won't take so long. Wow, all of it is back ordered that much. It's really strange. But look, 1 ounce of silver, 1 ounce gold bar, 10 ounces of silver. So 2 ounces of gold, 10 ounces of silver. Run you $4,000. Due to a surge in demand, all products are back ordered up to 12 weeks, and there's a temporary $1,000 delivery minimum. Phones are open today. Damn. That's crazy, man. I have to do a deep dive and see where I can actually get gold, because it looks like it's not going to be that easy, right? So if you see in my last play, I said to play the bear USDT. I had a feeling that we were going to see some pain. So on there, basically took a nice 20% gain there. We're in a falling wedge, which is a 68% chance of break to the upside. And I was thinking get in at 1130. And we rose up from 1130 all the way to about 1620 was our high, which is amazing. 1564 though, gain of 36%, not bad. While Bitcoin was tanking out, make some money, and then you could slide right back into Bitcoin at like 5,800 if you did it perfectly, right? Thought there was definitely more downside for Bitcoin. We do see a higher low though, very, very different. But now this looked like a double top. I had us channeling back down here to 4,500. Got bought back up pretty nicely. But now, here come the pundits. Let's see what they're saying. Crypto analyst predicts Bitcoin to drop back to 3,800 in the coming days. A crypto analyst has predicted that the price of Bitcoin will fall below 4,000 in the coming weeks before gaining positive momentum. According to this well-known crypto analyst, yeah, he's really good, the price of Bitcoin is likely to fall 3,800 in the coming weeks before gaining some positive momentum. According to the crypto analyst, Bitcoin will test the same level as it did earlier this month when the price of the leading cryptocurrency dropped as low as 3,800. Bitcoin will drop to 3,800 once again. The crypto analyst posted out a chart that shows Bitcoin forming a bullish double bottom and retesting the same lows it hit earlier this month, sometime in the next couple weeks. This same pattern has been seen 2 times before in Bitcoin's chart over the last 6 months and has typically led to new highs. Bitcoin continues to remain highly volatile. Yep. Bitcoin continues to face the same critical resistance as prices expected to fall below 5,000. I mean, yeah, I'm sticking to that, right? Yeah. So at the time of writing this, the leading cryptocurrency is changing hands at about 6,200. Massive downside coming. Very interesting. So it's just something to look out for. Let's look at the other. The Dow about to lose all its gains. 7, going to go into negative. I think we're going to have a huge slump today. Stocks are rising in quieter trading. Yeah, it's quiet. Dow gains more than 200 points to kick off a week as President Trump extends social distancing guidelines. So U.S. stocks kick off a week higher on early Monday as the number of coronavirus cases and death rose and investors assessed efforts to contain the pandemic and cushion the economy against the impact of a near lockdown of activity across much of the U.S. and around the world. President Donald Trump, in a Sunday evening news briefing, extended social distancing guidelines through April 30th. Trump last week indicated a desire to begin lifting restrictions by Easter Sunday on April 12th. Yeah, not going to happen. Not going to happen. Bitcoin chompers bid up stocks. What coronavirus and recession, they say. Yeah. Some investors who suffer big losses are buying during this crash. It's wise to have a better strategy. He said in 1987 and 2008. Now he's saying it again. You'll never see better bargains in the stock market. That's probably Motley Fuel just trying to do some shady advertising. Like, watch, you hit this. These are all like really stupid ads. John Rogers, Ariel Investment. I think this is a maybe once in a lifetime to buy stocks at a bargain prices. That's Jim Rogers, chairman of Ariel Investments, urging investors in an interview Wednesday night on CBC to take advantage of the stock market recent plunge. I disagree, man. I say we're going way lower, but maybe I'm wrong. Assuming society doesn't collapse. Yeah, I think there's going to be something bigger than just buying the stock market on the low. I think that's not paying attention. In my opinion, that's like thinking we're still in some type of normality way of life, and we're not. We're not. We're in a different world altogether. And I think you want to start like buying seeds and like becoming more self-sufficient. I think that's really the aim here. I think that's what everyone should be like really aspiring to do. Sorry, just gray here. Gray, dark day. Got to get my oxygen levels up, you know. All right, so Bitcoin Core shifts to the dark web to resist the censorship. Bitcoin Core updates will now be accessible via the dark web, making the Bitcoin network more resilient. Bitcoin Core's website is now accessible through the dark web. The website posts the latest updates of the open source Bitcoin software. The dark web should provide greater resistance against censorship. The Bitcoin Core website is now reachable through the dark web. According to a statement on March 27th, it will provide a greater level of resistance against censorship. The Bitcoin Core websites post the latest updates to the open source Bitcoin software. Bitcoin Core is maintained by a large group of developers. After frequent requests, the site is now reachable as a Tor hidden service through an onion address, the post stated, as well as adding other means of censorship resistance. A hidden service gives an alternative trust path that doesn't rely on certificate authorities or DNS infrastructure. Certificate authorities check that websites are genuine, while the DNS infrastructure is what connects IP addresses to domain names. such as bitcoincore.org. By making the site accessible via the dark web, it becomes less resilient on these technologies. The dark web is a segment of the internet not indexed by traditional search engines. On the most basic level, this means you can't find or visit the dark web unless you know its exact URL address. The dark web can be accessed via the Tor browser. While the dark web is most commonly associated with legal activities such as buying and selling drugs, it can be used for legitimate reasons. In October 2017, British Broadcasting Company made its website available to Tor users last October by providing a dark web copy. This made its content available in Vietnam, China, and Iran, where it was being censored. However, the dark web can be risky to use. A Decrypt report last year, malicious actors have used the Onion network to steal Bitcoin funds from unsuspecting users. Yeah, for sure. You got to be careful. You get on the dark web, you better know what you're doing, for sure. But yeah, it's not always malicious. Brave proposes decentralized crypto-enhanced VPN with extra focus on anonymity. Brave's proposed VPN system would use zero-knowledge proofs to allow people to search dodgy things without incriminating themselves. Want to buy drugs online, read a restricted news site, or convince your jilted fiancé you've been abducted and are being held in a Slovenian outback? Try using a virtual private network. VPNs change users' IP addresses, projecting them across the globe. A VPN can represent a user as being in China, Argentina, France, wherever necessary for the deception. The private network itself is a tunnel through which traffic is redirected, unseen by service providers. But often the centralized servers will operate these networks, sell user data to third parties, which isn't ideal for intensely privacy-minded folks who tend to use them. Brave, a browser that recently launched a token to reward users for their looking at ads recently, I mean, it's been a long time, the basic attention token, has proposed a solution, a decentralized VPN dubbed VPN Zero, which would keep users connected while masking their online identities. Though VPN users can already turn on to existing decentralized VPNs, which are run peer-to-peer collectives and secure users' privacy by sharing data via encrypted messages, these mostly require users themselves to act as peers in the network, which often involves the hosting unsavory content. Brave's VPN, laid out in the research paper published Wednesday, seeks to address this so-called traffic accountability problem. Exits node, that is, users, can set up whitelists of content they're happy to host, and clients can search the node's preferences that match their own. That way, clients and nodes can tailor their setups to avoid exposing themselves to grim internet gunge. But to prove to the existing nodes that they have not violated their whitelist, users must share their search data. This presents an obvious problem. The sole purpose of a decentralized VPN is to uphold the user's privacy. Brave's solution is then to transmit these messages as zero-knowledge proofs, cryptographic messages that can be verified without knowledge of the sender's identity. Our solution allows the user to control which traffic a node carries without knowing what it is, says Brave's performance researcher, Dr. Matteo Vervello. Pretty cool. I like that. That's awesome. It's good news. Seems that my channel has been completely censored at this point. No messages going out about anything in the morning. Just kind of dead. It's sad because I had a really fast-growing channel, and it seems that YouTube is really holding me down. But I will stream through it, and I will basically win this war no matter what. That's not going to be my last go around. So, yeah. I'm not going to... we will not be beaten back by the powers that be just because we're speaking truth to power. Eventually I think we'll get a breakthrough, and I believe that thoroughly. So there we go. Is what it is, and I'm not scared. I'm happy to be here. Worried about you can't buy gold anymore. If you do, you got to wait 3 months for it. That's insane. Estimated shipment date. We don't even know if that's going to be the case. So you could buy some gold and never even know when you're going to get it. So it's pretty crazy. What if you were going to sell your gold? How much do they want it now? They gouge you though when you sell them their gold. Has to be perfect, all this other nonsense. But looking back in the market now, the Dow is struggling here at a zero, basically no gains at all. I really think SPXU is the buy right now. And why? Because you know what? It's going to come out of this MACD cross once we got a pink movement on this 12-hour and the daily, which is strong. And it has the hidden bullish divergence, which I keep talking about. So I think this is going to pop back just by technical analysis alone. Yeah. JNUG just cracked $5. It's on its way up 10% today. So it's showing nice. Has a MACD cross coming right here, which is the blue line crossing the red line. It's oversold. Perfect time to get into some JNUG to double down. Can't hurt. Cannot hurt. All right. Slow day, man. Not a lot of action. It's kind of gray where I'm at too, so just like a quiet gray day. What am I playing? What am I looking at? Well, let's just take a look at the coins of the day now. Aeon up 7%, made a move. Looks like it's consolidating as well on this line. Kind of a bear flag though. I thought we were going to break out of this awesome triangle we were in. Not the case, right? Never happened. Delete that work. Atom was sitting in this triangle. I thought we were going to boom up. Didn't happen as well. Now we kind of extend the triangle though, and it's still, even if I just make this long, it's still in this wedge now. Now it's in a bit of a bull flag that just keeps reoccurring. So Aeon's still kind of intact. The bottom of the trend line, 181, would have been a nice buy, up 20 cents already, 1/9. So Atom looking healthy right now. Yeah. See, I love buying right here in these kind of towards the end of the pink histogram. That's kind of boom, boom. You make your money in here between the pink and the green. Once the green turns kind of a white color, you're getting into this shady situation where you're going to lose more money. So just something I've been watching really closely. Crazy to see Bitcoin just bounce back up the way it did. Look at it on the 30-minute. It must have just, boom. Look at that. So it came back down, kind of double bottomed here and boomed up. Pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. Band up 13%. Band is something you got to watch because it just, look at the double bottom there. Huge double bottom, but definitely double bottom. 26 cents. It was super oversold both times. Both times you could have snatched it up. Made some good money there. Cody up 16%. And BNB Bull, man, something I was looking at recently. I felt like once there's a volatility, it won't matter. People would just be trading in BNB coin and get that bull coin going there. Definitely something worth looking at. Went all the way from 42 up to 53. Interesting. Very interesting. I actually had a trade in BNB Bull, but I got slammed on it, honestly. It's like I have the right idea, but I did it like a little early, you know? So I BNB Bull in at 56, but I got smashed, lost $140. So didn't work out for me, but I'd be in the money had I just held on, right? Had I just held on in at 46, we'd be up basically $5 on that in 1/9. So a little over 10%. But overall, green day for the Bitcoin market. Data up another 20%. This just keeps moving. But look, it's not a lot of, can't even see it. It's weird how it's like hard to even notice. Pretty strange. It's on hit BTC though. That's why. There's no trading there. Let's get this on the right. Data USDT. On. Oh wow. So you can only trade it for Bitcoin. That's my issue there on Binance. Interesting. Up 11%. There you see some real data. Oh wow, now what I see, you see what I see. If you can see the triangle that I could see. You could also kind of put it in the bit of a flag here. Two patterns in one that I'm looking at. Boom. Huh. Getting into the bottom of the trend line. See this make a move right up. Something to look at, guys. Putting it on your radar. Data. Oh, we're on that. Funny how little that work ends up being. anything could happen, but this is interesting to me. This could break out of a falling wedge. Or you could have seen it like a V-shaped recovery, pound out. Like it bounced out, will bounce back in. Interesting though. And it is on, look at higher, higher, low, higher. Just keeps making a higher high. Ever since here, up 124 all the way. It's up 600%, damn near. 500% since March 18th. Wow. Interesting. Coinbase surpasses 200 million in retail transactions. It's good to know. Cryptocurrency news roundup. Stock market volatility surpasses Bitcoin as markets whipsaw, for sure. Gold spreads widen as safe haven narrative strengthens. Yeah, I mean, descriptions in gold deliveries have increased the spread on the community as investors pay over the top to get their hands on the safe haven asset. Bitcoin transaction fees are also slowly creeping up, so the same may be happening there. Gold prices have also fully rebounded to their 7-year peak as the safe haven narrative for the precious yellow metal strengthens. Demand has been so high that supply has been disrupted, resulting in larger spreads as people start paying a premium for the asset. Investors in chart guru Peter Brandt has observed that gold spreads went from a premium last week to dumping on Friday due to supply disruptions. April to June gold spreads went from a premium of Wednesday up $23 on Friday. Disruptions in gold under the April to June gold spread went from premiums. Yeah, it's kind of crazy, man. Last week it was reported that huge spreads were occurring in gold market, with forcing for future contracts way above spot price. From a 7-year high of 1675 early this month, gold prices dumped 12% as global stocks collapsed through March. We're still sitting at 1621 right now, though, so we're holding well. 1618 still slipping. The Dow just trying to hold on to 50 points. It's gonna bode well for a big more pain tomorrow, in my opinion. The bear USDT still it had its MACD cross on the daily. Still hasn't occurred yet though, so I think there's some more gains coming for this. I actually think this would be like the kind of time to buy in again. It made its descent out. Almost as a bearish engulfing candle though, so you can put this whole candle in there, which isn't the best sign as well. But it should break out of this. I mean, low in the RSI has the MACD cross coming. So there was already pretty nice gains coming out of bear USDT. I just think Bitcoin's not going to hold these gains. I got a feeling Bitcoin's going to come back down. Just what I think is going to happen. Let's see XRP. Still holding 17 cents after that nice pop up from 14 cents. So up nice, considerably 25% gain there off the bottom of this trend line that we saw. See, we're still in this falling wedge, as you can see the big picture here. And we should make it up to the top, the 29 cents, which would be a 40% gain for XRP. So something to look into, So Santander to extend Ripple-powered payment solution to Mexico this year. Major Spanish bank Santander plans to roll out its Ripple-powered international payment system, OnePayFX, in Mexico in 2020. In a Form 20F filed with the United States Securities and Exchange Commission on March 6th, the bank revealed that Mexico will be offering the service in early 2020. Based on Ripple's RippleNet technology, OnePayFX is independent from XRP and does not need digital currency to function. That's not good. I don't like that. Informing an annual report that must be submitted by the SEC. Multi-quarter international blockchain solution for individuals and SMEs. OnePayFX launched in 4 Santander banks: Spain, Brazil, Poland, and the United Kingdom back in 2018. Yes, I'm not sure how it doesn't use XRP though, which isn't. Last week, Cointelegraph on the new amendments to the class action lawsuit leveled against Ripple CEO Brandt, which centers on allegations that Ripple violated U.S. security acts initial coin offering for the XRP token. Still some things going on. Bitmain's Antminer E3 to continue mining Ether with the new update. While some cryptocurrency miners reportedly shutting down due to unprofitability, Chinese mining giant Bitmain continues to not only see its new product sold out, but is also improving some of the older flagship devices. Bitcoin's Antminer E3, a possible ASIC miner, was suspected to become obsolete by April 2020. Will continue mining Ether at least till October 2020. Bitmain previously confirmed that the Antminer E3 would stop mining Ether. Not the case, though. The firmware addresses a DAG growth issue directly. However, Antminer's E3 lifespan has now been extended with the new firmware that addresses the DAG problem directly. According to Bitmain, the new firmware will expand the usage of DDR memory as more space is needed to process DAG files. That's good to know. We got Mike Maloney up in the business. Live market DAO reacts as Trump announces new social distancing guidelines. How's that 3/20/20, but it was 30 minutes ago? Funny. It's just a live market. Now this is 108. Did we really just jump by that much? Because it was just like 30. 102. Yeah, we are. We're making moves. Pretty quiet day though, honestly. You can just see not a lot of movement. Things just kind of acting strange. I think people are setting in to this quarantine, right? Just kind of like a Saturday every day type of thing. And it's getting to people a little bit. It really is. So, yeah. Interesting. Yeah, but that's it for the day, folks. I appreciate you joining in, and we'll be back tomorrow for another live stream. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the